Hello, this is John Hodges and Rodney McKelvey from Fort Defiance with the P2131 steam sterilizer. In this video we're going to talk about replacing the door gasket. Again, as always, no electricity, make sure the pressure is zero, and make sure this is nice and cool because you're going to be dealing with the door. So the first thing we're going to do is open the door, and the door gasket is here. And this door gasket is made out of EPDM. It's not the orange silicone gasket, it's a black gasket. Always use these black door gaskets. The first thing we're going to do is very gently with a small flathead screwdriver, we're going to use this hole in the top to pry the O-ring out. It's very important not to scratch the aluminum. Aluminum is very soft and you can scratch it. If you do get a scratch on it, you can try to buff it out, but if you get a big scratch on this, you're going to end up with possibly a steam leak. So be very gentle when you pry this out. So once you get it started, you can just pull it out. Once you get it out, you need to inspect the groove itself. You need to make sure there's no dirt or debris or any scratches inside the door groove itself. Also, at the same time that you're doing this, again, make sure this is cool, but this O-ring contacts this face on the door frame. You might want to run your fingers around here to make sure that there's no nicks or any cuts on this, because that's also the sealing surface. Just make sure that is nice and smooth. If it's rough, or if you do have a small nick on it, you can take some Scotch-Brite and maybe some alcohol and try to buff that just very gently. Okay. All right. So we've got it out. We've got a new door gasket. We're going to install that, and there's a special technique to install it. We're going to do it in quadrants. So Rodney's starting with the top and the bottom. So make sure you start with the top, and then the bottom you pull straight up, and then you pull the sides out and make it equal. You're pushing in the top, you're pushing in the bottom, then you're pushing in the sides. If you just start at one end, you'll end up pushing all the material to one side and it's not going to fit. But once you get the quarters, then you kind of work your way in between the quarters. If you need to, you can use soap and water to get this in a little easier. Normally it goes in pretty fine. Once it's in, go all the way around it, make sure it's pushed in completely. And the last thing we're going to do, we're going to close the door and tighten it, and we're going to open it again just to inspect it. What that will do, as you tighten it, it'll seat it really well all the way around. Okay, then we'll open it and then we'll inspect it. Okay, and that's all there is to it. Thank you very much.